Chief Minister Pulal Than Hola Mizoram Chief Minister Le Uparo Chinga Kumza Pasari Mi Tuna Dam Lai Zinga Country Atajuat Upaber Voina Hian Aron Tel Teakan Loma Ko Ran Upa Ordain Housing a Hiana Upaberin Country A Zapasari Pastor Dam Lai Zinga Upaber Reverend Lang Hinglova Kumsum Kuala Panimi Kan Som Boka Ten Tuziak Mi Tezinga Upaber Padmasri Ze Malsoma Alo Helai Hian Kan Nei Te Boka Pulal Than Hola Hi Chief Minister Ani Lai Nau Pangber Tuna Po Chief Minister Housing Upaber Ni Boka Nia Chu Wang Chuan Berkai Chiao Helai Hian Mi Pali Kan Chutira Amaro Chu Apona Hi Chuan Midang Kan Tiri Don Lova Kan joy moy tur le kan ngai poi mo ber tur chu apona hi chuan uparo chinga chawani adang hi chu achunga kan ti don ani achung lama hol chunga kan tianga uparo chinga he sai tuala omthi ania voina hian kan an som na chan chumi mal takin thil pakhat ni khat kan soi lokanga kapa tlang ning thanga thian pa a tho pui ngoi ngoi ania ten ani na soi chuan Uliang kaya siam kania ati China puro chinga hian chutiang mini bang chuan pa fa ang takin voina hian local shram ro second tia a local shram hi kan lom mani tuna hian puro chinga choi moina hun kan mangpotanga kan choi moina tur kha hela hian ron keng ula ti chuan ama hi kapu loading ro le he ta hian alang sa te ka hian ding sala Hey, Tahian. I might get to look at something. Hey, kan soy moy nani, Mizo Zinga Upa. Hey, boy, he can take you to Juni. Oh, he can't knock that. I may not. Dua so ute mi so yang mo chi dua chuan he thil hui en pui hi ka honge ti don nia o le soi ro le ni du soi ro
Wena Mizoram Ram Bang Bo Lat Pasan Choram Hetianga Sarkarina Mihing Jinga India Rama ne chuchan champagan in local way kalom khom mai chawa in voina he thil hui el vigna in an bosa chut po hi lalpa man som turin tuna hanka honge.
So as we begin, firstly I would like to call upon our Master of Ceremony, the coordinator of this program, the head of department, Professor Tuang Kyake, to felicitate our guest of honor and also to give an inaugural speech.
Three-day national seminar on writing with Mizo Manuscript is the name of the program for this. And I welcome all those people who are coming for this particular program. In fact, I will start with a kind of introduction apart from whatever we have done outside. We are fortunate to have a linguist from New Delhi, in the person of Subarao. Would you please stand up? Okay. I'm sure we will welcome him. Yeah. Subarao is a linguist, a prominent linguist, who is studying Mizo language. Mizo language. That is his importance. I welcome him very much. And there is one friend from United Kingdom, physically. And so he is David Ludwig. Would you please stand up? Would you please stand up? Yeah. In fact, he's a missionary, and so today we are having him in our midst. Thank you very much for coming. And we are expecting Pimoy from United States. Moy Pudaite, I don't know whether she has come or not. All right. Then, unfortunately, representatives of National Manuscripts Mission, IGNCA Indira Gandhi Center for the Earth, people could not come due to flight problem yesterday. And so the representatives, they missed the flight yesterday, and so they could not come. So sad to know about that, but that we cannot avoid about that. So sorry to note that. Anyway, I'm very grateful to all those participants who are coming, respecting our invitation, our humble invitation. And so I'm very happy this morning to welcome you all. Kan nang to lo lu tu ho re ne kha ran lu tu la thain karinga ti chuan tu na hian in berria til na dang ka kan chun som nok ka na kan bial tu MLA Puzo sang zuala hi aron kala khonge chutta puzo sang zuala hi he ta hian tlar pa tu hian kan nge na sin male ta hian sa pa bo la khan khongai to pu chu te sa pa bo la khan chu puzo sang zuala aron kal the kan lom le a ten kan se na hian Padma Shri awardee pulau thang fa la sai lo anding ve ne se la thang chu bale lo lom be yang pulau thang fa la sai pulau chu ni lo ani ta ron thek lo ne mai the dita salagin ten MUP president hi local moka apuar ke thana anding ve ne te then Mizo department thil dia wangin Mizo department here kan shoot ta kan sirtir tua Mizo subject lo sirtir tu masa teu ber nia hiat kan nei ta chu Dr. Ellen tua ma hi lo rek mai a chu bang chuan ani po hi tu na hen han ting se lo lom te a CC a sang ka ko som ru le pakhata khan Mizo subject hi lo sirtir tlat to ni chu bang chuan ani hi kan ngai poi mo le a han pa pun kan som to thri ni then MPSC chairperson lo ni to PB sang khu ni an pa ai hian a lar ta zong ma ma ni lo ding te se ko ai ani ko an pa ne na ron kala an ne chu kan ngam tla ka ne din dir lo mai la thian tha tak tak e voi nan ron lang thei bo ka kan lo ma in za vai bing soi chu chu ka cha na a kan soi lo banga a welcome speech a hian soi du kan ne chu Mizorama berkai thiau dia kan riat mi pani he tela hian an thutlar theya kan lom le ni kan lom le ni chuan berkai thiau ho hi felicitation te han ti kan duwa cholai chumin lo ngai thia manga midang te po choi mo rom tak tak te in ni a chuta chuan masabera kan soi du chu pulau than hall a bi ka hi kan chief minister ani na mai ba ka som na chan kan nia cholai te chu ka pu han soi kan tumani Mizo department hian MA kan nei the nan Mizoram MA kan nei the nan hian nasatakin kan buai pui thina chutia kan buai pui lai chuan nehu Mizoram campus a kan poisa thei lawa poisa thei lo wangin kan hong le thei lawa sang za ko som ko le paruka hon kan dua chu mi tum chuan kan hong thei lawa gar department chu lo ding ta a MA an zir thei ta a ti ngai na kan chalo le a hoina hian aron lang thei lawa Dr. H lalum wanane ulalum wanane kan vir sak zaka pa chu college kan online ni ha chuta chuan pu ho le hi kan ko betan ani pu ho la hian kan be se phak khan thil lo ti sakta Mizo department din nan chen nuai som par min pen chu chen nuai som par oh alo che chu chen noi som paruk min pek chu atira bultran nan atia. Since there are some friends who could not understand Mizo language, let me repeat the same thing in English again. There was a time when we would like to start Mizo postgraduate department of Mizo under Nehu Mizoram campus, but there was no fund as such, and so it was not possible for us to start the postgraduate course. We are so sad about that. At that time, we met our Lok Sabha speaker and then Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha member and Rajya Sabha members, and we could not have any chance. Garo department was established because of the money sanctioned by the MP of Lok Sabha, and so we expected the same thing, but that was a very sad experience for us, and so we could not have it. And so Ghana department was started in 1996. We would like to have together, very much. But in 1997, we met this chief minister, Pulal Thanhola, who gave us 16 lakhs, and he said to start with for the first year. But we did not ask any more money. That 16 lakhs money was quite enough for the establishment of Mizo department under Mizoram, Nehu Mizoram campus. At that time, we started the postgraduate department. I was the only regular teacher at that time, with the help of some guest teachers. We run the department. I had 2 guest teachers of that time with me now. I will request them to stand. Pulal Thanfala Silo and the Pukelian one. Pukelian one also, please stand. Okay. And so these were the guest teachers in the Mizo department. We started the department. We were so thankful. Now, after 10 years, we were trying to increase our horizons, and Mizo Cultural Studies proposals is submitted and approved by the Mizoram University. But we could not start it again due to financial crunch. However, we are not trying to meet the Chief Minister anymore. But I'm just informing our position. That is, I'm just informing our position. We are stuck because of the non-availability of money to start Mizo Cultural Studies under Mizoram University. All the proposals accepted, everything done, the course done, everything. We can start immediately, provided there is fund. Deal le taila, Chief Minister deal le taila, Katilaya nuai som baruk min pethe khan, nuai som ni chu har salau te min pe chu kan ringa, ma se kan deal do to la, ma se kan tan na la ya chu ahia ta hen han soi fe shing kan tum chau, kan ta ni ti la ya. Mizo Cultural Studies he Mizoram University nuai hen omsara. Southeast Asia ram zong tan te po hena changkai do ni kan tia chumi ngai do na nen chuan do na hian a proposal kan zo vek to chu proposal chu Mizoram Academic Council kon approve vek to a chuan UGC a fund di lang kan tia fund kan mu thei bai do lo wangin chu a mushi do ni tia hi kan Chief Minister hen lo shre se kan do ti zong kha le ka sai tam che Adana chuan choi moi na hun dang pu ho la hi choi moi ang uti kan rel lai chuan citation ni pe u katia ka tho pui te ho chuan anga du to ka tar se lo kan tia ani chuan enge wo thili le sakang u kan tia anga lu to ke ma kan ti se la chu ma chuan thil dang enge wo kan ti thei tur song kha kan pu hian nei freaking kan ria chu ma chuan le sak le ti sak tur en ma kan le lo thil pakhat chia kan ti tur ro chu mi an thia kan sun hian minute khat good kan ngoi le gin kan ting china pu hola Mizo department din na bu min tran sap chung cha long thu kan soi na hun op tha hian to la hian mi pui zong zong hi khomai takin po ho chumia kan long thu soi na tu ra tan chuan minute khat kut min ben sak turin kan som do chu chulai chu minute khat tak tak kut kan be nga ben ngar turin chu chu po ho na chunga long thu kan soi na tu ra ni midang chu inding lawanga ama sau ero chu khomai tak inding turin ka som nga minute khat kut kan be nga o ding ro le khomai tak zone turin a boy thak kan ti box nia dikhan minute khat kan zone ve a chemin ngai turin kan gen cheni te kan nau te khom ai takin ron kal sela helaya kan felicitation ti tu hi kan han ti do ne amma sabera chuan nichina kan puro chinga ka kan ti to a pulang a ain do thian ronin ring ro le dikhan and felicitation to Rakha. Chief Minister to the Masabara, oh, the country, Chief Minister, and in Rule. We are having some more friends here from Mizoram University. I welcome you very much, okay? And so, very much. And so Pimoy Pudaite is also with us now. Would you please stand up for a minute? Pimoy Pudaite. He is coming from United States. United States. Puzem also Mizo writers kan neng dam lai zinga upaber ania achuma kan long le thala pensami Mizo ordained pastor zinga senior Reverend Lal Ngenglova. Born in 1925, Reverend Lal Ngenglova, 92 years now. Chinga chu ni chena khan ni to when a hian thil eng nei mo han ti kan dua he min thria thiam kan be se ni tuna hian Mizo studies kan chwa thina Mizo studies kan chwa thina hi a release na hun remchang kan zonga tuna hian a thei donin kan thria khongai takin I'm going to invite 3 persons now to release Mizo studies. One is Subarao, another one is David Ludwig, and the main person will be Pimoy. Pimoy, would you please come to the dais here? Pimoy Pudaite, David Ludwig, and this one. Ludwig, and then Subarao, please. I'm not giving you, and so you are going to release together. Right, yeah, all right. Now, this Mizo Studies edition, we are going to release it. Just
I don't want to block the view. So that
no, that's okay, that's all right, that's all right. Now you can open the book and so release the book together, the magazine together. All right. You can have a copy, each of you, please. Okay, get a copy. Hey, tuần trong hà hiên thiếu đang lắm tập bạc hạt đi cái này chưa lệ khabu kan tlang zar to na lệ khabu tlang zar tur kan này hi uzemal soma quạt masri zemal soma tlang zar tur ani ya hemi tlang zar tur chung chang hi thuma tối te soi nga ya chumi soi tur chuan pulal lung muana Head of Department Sociology Pachunga University College kan soma ani hi aron kalthea kan lom le ani tuna hian ilosom
Kan MC Zaunta Professor Luang Liana in kan chief guest Zaunta Pula Than Hola Chief Minister of Mizoram Reverend Lam Ming Lova Kuparo Chinga Ujemal Soma Lekan Chiente India Ram Pon Le India Ram Chunga Changa Local Te Sir Lai Te Toi Te In Hei Putluang Te Le Khabu Chuak Thar release to hi achanchen soi dora be sei kan ni a Mizo tong kan soi potange hele khabu hi aming chu album of books ti ani a le khabu album ti ani album kan ti hian tun ma ke ni ho chol thala hi kan ri ro lang thina le khabu album ti ani thonga he ta hi chuan ma se kan mi thla senior how de album music album lam pang ni lovin le khabu album a chuan thalak he al kan release tora hian thalak om tho ta ni chu ta thalak om chu putluang te a thing ka soinga Professor Luang Lianan le khabu asia to zong zong a le khabu tha kha vekan tin chumi le khabu a chua chu an tam rem rem khop to maya azati ka soi cha ka ma se in su ma thazo bin ka ria Niro pui takani zia khabu ke pot khan alang don ani ai na ko chuni ta sela chu le khabu chuan le khabu azia zong zong thalak kha chunga bom thalak kha tin sumi le khabu thalak bula chuan le khabu chanchin a chunga thuin ziak te toi te ziak na engang le khabu ani nge eng subject ne ya khoi ti te kha ziak lang ani boka chu English in hek veilam panga ziak vekani a hek ding lampanga chuan khamile khabu tho chanchin kha kim changzo kin Mizo tongin ziak ani bokani adang dai khop maya itin album ani angin hek zani pakua a lai cha ani chongin hun rei lo te chungin information tam tak kha a chiar na theya zan khata chiar chu vek theya a munoma atangkaya tin mi a chau boka chutiang le khabu chu ani Kundang preview kan tiangin soivak katum lawa. Tin aw hemi buat site tu hi Mizo Department MZU abuat site tu kan tisu ap huak home tu a compile tu te an nei a chumi le LTL publications tang kopena ti an nei a chut na hi chu KL offset printer apar khatla ami tun la ya press lar tak hi ani nge ani tin hemi le khabu hen soi tong kan putluang te an sap tonga le khabu a chua to zong zong list a oma som ni le pa ni ani a chulai bi chu ka soyanga tin Mizo tonga ama puala chuato hi ati chuato hi somthum le pathum a omboka tin sap tonga hian tuna buat sai me lo chuak mai tu kan tiang chi hi pali anei me boka tin Mizo tonga hian Mizo tong le khabu abuat sai me hi tuna hian pasari a omboka chung ba ka chon articles te in message sia tura magazine tang tang chuato an lo som ta nang si zong zong kha tam taka matin midang te ne na tang popa le khabu an lo chua o list te khan zong zong kha apoma abeng ba thak em ani tin subject ra ma subject variety hi chu house khopa khalama ka chon kan thia sabe kan e ben khalam pang kha chu ka sui lo panga atang kai dan tu ber le ka thia le chan taka hi chu he le khabu chu chan hi chu putluang te hian kum sang kha cha kwa som kwa pathum atangin ti tak takin le khabu ziak na hi alo thok tana chuta ama le ama ain tiam na chuan kum tin le khabu pakhatal kat ti chuak thinang ti kha ani a chu thu tiama chuan ading het le ni tur ani a kum tin chum lo chat lavin le khabu hi le khabu ling tak tak ang hi a then pe chu cha ta ani kum tin ala ti chuak si a chu ti ni chuan chu mi kum sa kha ja kwa som kwa pathuma changa kumin sang ni som le pasari kum som ni pangachung pathian mal som na donga na thok theya le khabu ziak theya kum tin ti chuak theya om chu mi che teng na ta na he le khabu hi buat sai ani a ama ero chu kum tin le khabu pakha cha ati chuak anga kan ngai chuan kan ngai sol le don ani kum khata le khabu pakhat ati chu he chu wang ta kani a kum tin hian le khabu enge moza thi ati chuak thin zo ani nge a chung chu album of books atang hian kan hmu thei do na chung chu a detail in eng ma tu na chon so yang ai ri loving ka ria a ki khan khalam pang kha chu kan tu to kanga tin nakina ka soi thei hir ta kin a chang kai na tur ber ne ka ring chu kum pu pasok te ke maniang ro te kan nau te point hele ka bu hi le la von mai mai an ni lovin ti chuan kan tu te kan fa te po en ti la mi pakhatin atum tak tak chuan thil hi alova ti ro pui thei em ti kha ani khate inspiration mi chau na kha kan tu le kan fa te ri ro po khan hele ka bo hian a pe thein karinga chu chu a lo tin na bul ber tu ani karinga putlong te hi Mizo zinga le ka boi chho nem ber tong nem ti ka zota cha paulo takin ngai tlom takin min chang du me lo kha ke ai chho nem tu ma kam lo ti zong kha min chang me lo Reverend Joel Trua ma hena siap nem khop mai ti te popila thang le hena siap nem khop mai midang kha asoi da ne empo ni se la khalai kha chu ke ni ho te abi ke kan student te mai lo chui chian na tu te hi nge Mizo zinga hian le khabu lo chua tam to lo ti chuak nem to lo ziak nem to ti kha chu zir lai te ko ta da ta la ai na po chu ni se putluang te ama sem hian min chou ani zile ta book review ani na book preview ani na pakhat le ka side track ti ken thare MA azir lai hian le polesa ka line akhum lu chunga hian thil pakhat ama handwriting nge in thawak lo in lian pui na zia chuta zia chu mut thlale su I lo pa cheda ange ti khan chu anun kai thoi to vai thleng hian alak mang ti na ania ama hian mi achawa ale khabu hian min chawa relo ti thar le don ani a bit about the book which is to be released. The title of the book is Album of Books, and the books written by Professor Ladluang Diana Kiante. It is an album of book in the sense that it contains photographs of the covers of the books that he has published, edited and produced. And on the right side of the page, there is a Mizo version of the contents of the book. So this album also contains all his books, and apart from that, in the contents you can find the genre, the subject, the topics, the areas covered by the books, year of publication, number of pages, cost of printing, and so on. So this is very, very attractive and eye-catching as well. In my view, this is the first of its kind, at least in the context of Mizoram. People used to say Put Luang Thea makes full use of his spare time for the purpose of writing. But I have another way of saying that it's more or less the same thing. Put Luang Thea, that is, I'm talking about Professor Latwang Nenakiante. We call him Put Luang Thea. We call him very fondly as Put Luang Thea. Put Luang Thea doesn't have a free time at all. His time is fully packed. Apart from official work, professional work, for the purpose of writing and reading. A voracious reader, and he keeps writing. And he has been able to publish over the past 25 years without any break, books after books. Each year is marked by the publication of books in case of Professor Latwang Liana. So this book, which is about to be released, contains photographs and a few photographs of the books that he has produced, and apart from that, a little write-up about the contents of the book. Very, very informative. And this book, I think, can be of great help for any speaker, for students, for researchers, even for job aspirants as well. Like, for example, even old person purchases the book, he can hand over the book to maybe his grandchildren. Let them open the book. It is not necessary that they go through all the books, read all the pages, but they definitely will be inspired by that very book. This human frail body, frail as we are, they can see how much a person can accomplish with the help of God. And if one is really committed to one's work. So the very book is a challenge for each and every one of us. This is my way of reviewing the book. It testifies who the author is, his commitment to his work, his dedication to his area of interest, his readiness to learn more and more, to keep pace with the fast-changing world, and his progressive mind. Keeps on learning, keeps on reading, keeps on writing. That is what the author is about, and that is reflected. All these are reflected in the book, and that is to be released. With this, before I close, once I asked him, would you be, or do you consider himself as the person who has written the most number of books amongst the Mizo people? His answer was very modest. He didn't answer me, yes, I am the one who has produced the most number of books, who has published the most number of books. Didn't say at all like that. He was very modest. This man has written quite a number of books. Another person has produced quite a lot of books. That was the kind of answer that he provided to me, and I was really impressed. This book can be of great help. It is a must purchase, I think, for everybody. Not only for keepsake, that can be utilized by the reader, even by the people around you. That is the kind of book. With these few words, I conclude with great pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lungwana, for the enlightening and very interesting preview. Now we are very tempting to read the book. So, do not want to book can release and can preview. Come in Pu Jamal Soma, Bad Mastery Award, a truth monitor and din swap say, and usher the can like a bull and so I said, I need one too, so you don't name the what lands are. So, Mizo Department Zai Paul Dika Zai told in the swap on there. Oh, Pu Jamal Soma. Jamal Soma, sorry. Mizo Department Zai Polte Zomo. Thank you, Mizo Department Choir, for the beautiful song. Now we are coming to the closing part of the part 2. So may I call upon Reverend Ngin Nova Malsom Chong Trai na Lelong to Soy Chong Trai na Unbang Turin Soma Netan Swak Sose. May I call upon Reverend Ngin Nova to pronounce the benediction and thanksgiving prayer.
Chong Trai Gu All of Katwatian Nang Lele Van Siam Tu Asuma Tilo Som Som Te Mutelo Tele Na Siam Tu Patian and Kim Tite Til Siam Te Som Enkola Vong Nunga Atuna Pianga Titar Ser Chitu Patianini Lalpa Vonayan Hen Kona Ropuita Abik Taka Rebushyaden Alon Siam Swahi Kalong Hangta Tuam Taka Kan Kalzela Fante Himal Som Sanatam Tak Kansumai Ute Vahian Lom Tu Kan Shitsea Kan Thilen Le He Programa Katil Musam Pehi Kan Ramte Alau Zao Karante kalau puji zet na le na marhian na po kan zet na turin kan zatan mamin som sak chela he na kan op tin na po manin lamte lam ta kan chen le thak tin na tur point nangin mal somin min hual hi ang che he kandal pa Iso Krista mingin kandile amen kandal pa Iso Krista ko ainate kan pa van bi mga natele thara kyang himpo na tisu in za le la ya kum khoin lo ro se amen.
Because it is the part which is concerning with the national seminar. We are coming into the main part, okay? All the other were the introductory parts. So, firstly, before we start, may I request Professor Lanmasai Chuangu, the Dean, the School of Education and Humanities, and he can chairman the head Indo Sana. Ani he has seminar organizing chairman niya, education department professor niya, he organizing committee abul tumture boy pitu berani, ani he School of Education and Humanities university dean nilai ne kani. So coming to the part where we are going to have a keynote address. The keynote address in every seminar is one of the most important portions, where we are introduced with what kind of function we are going to have, what kind of seminar it is going to be. So today we are very sorry to say that the coordinator, Mr. Sidra Barik, could not come here today. That is why we are going to call upon Professor Tuang Yanakiangte, the head of department, to give the keynote address.
And so we exhorted some of the organization, voluntary organization like YMA, Central YMA and MUP Mizoram Upapol, in the presence of the president of the Mizoram Upapol, Puarketana as well. We would like to emphasize this thing, and so day after tomorrow, he will be the guest of honor. Puarketana, president of MUP, will be the guest of honor, and we will have a full-length discussion on Mizo language and literature, and the need of including Mizo language in the 8th schedule of Indian constitutions. And so please aware and show your support for the movement. In doing so, so I will just request Professor Subbarao to come up here and to have a few words. Come, please. Subbarao ahead Mizo Chong Azira. Mizo Chong he in renine at Yamtui Maikaya, a technical page of Javier.
Thank you very much, Professor Kiante. The Honorable Chief Minister is here, and very eminent people are sitting here. I feel very honored to be able to speak a few words to you about the Mizo language. I have been working on Tibeto-Burman languages for the 40 years, last 40 years, and Mizo has been my focus from 1992, when Mr. Rosanga Orestes, professor now of the history department, was my first teacher of the Mizo language, and we have been studying. Now we came up with a grammar, but now we found it that it needs to be revised. So we are working on the Mizo grammar. Why are we working on the Mizo grammar? Mizo is perhaps the most important Kukichin language, which has unique structures of its own. Not only does it have unique structures of its own, it's the only Kukichin language. As you know, Tibeto-Burman languages are branched into number of families, sub-families like Naga and other groups. It's the only language which is the language of a state, the only Kukichin language. In view of the fact that it is a state language, it's very sad that it has not been given as much importance as it should have been given. It should have been in the 8th schedule long time ago, like Bodo and Santali. Bodos agitated and they got it. Santalis, some of my friends who agitated in the organization, they told me how they got it. So you have to put pressure, exact pressure, from an academic point of view, from a political point of view. Your chief minister can help you in that. Unless you do that, this cannot be done. Number one. Number two, what is the significance of the Mizo language? If you study the language, it's already introduced at the MA level. You can get PhDs done. You can do a lot of work on the structure of the language. You can do a lot of work on the work that has been already done. So there is a great significance. Mizo is a vibrant and a robust language of the Pukichin family, subfamily rather, of the Tibeto-Burman languages. So I request the Chief Minister and the audience and Professor Kiangte to work harder and harder and harder until the goal is achieved, that you get a full-fledged department with all the facilities, with a good department, with recognition from the University Grants Commission, and in the age schedule, I feel that it should be included. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, sir. Now coming to the most important part of the program, I would like to call upon our Honorable Chief Minister, Will Thanhola, to release a book which is entitled Theory of Literature. It is a book, prescribed text for the UG BA syllabus. He will release the book, which will be followed by his speech. May I request our Honorable Chief Minister to come up here. Gandulat karon soy ulang. Theory of literature.
Friends, it is my honor and privilege to release a book on theory of literature for the use of the students in the colleges. Professor Latwala Kente when qualities on the that's a true day. Eminent writers of Mizoram within a Pungkong day. The great race tended that day. Since absolute majority of the listeners and the audience understand Mizo language better than English or any other language, I'm tempted to speak in Mizo, not English. I hope everybody will understand and bear with me. Anyway, na pulot role na kiante ne Junten, tiga misombe ikalom takseta. Mangai lokala ano lenga tangan Roma. Ngai nakakapa Roma. Writer kani Roma ano pagkatiam teciam Roma hamai rochu. Bisotong apoi monai rochu. Ka relwe nomberen China. Tunai chang tharaten kanan tiseme kani kawi kok maya. Adam sama pihak asal kesal China, hasil lain connection dia mau high school dia mau, China ketel kalau cuan kesal lang bersih, aneh. I'm very much worried about the Mizo language being, I don't know what language I believe is being destroyed by the present generation, because as Professor Barao said, Mizo language is a very robust and very rich language, as everyone of you know that it belongs to Sino Tibeto-Burman language. At one point of time, the English people used to say that Indians speak much better English than we do, because they say that the English people use broken English, slang, so many slangs, and the new generation do not able to speak good English, and therefore the Indian people speak much better English than the English people do, because Indians speak the original language and they still speak a better language than the English do. That is what they say. In the same way, today I feel that Mizo people outside Mizoram, for instance in Myanmar and Bangladesh, speak much better Mizo than we do here in Mizoram, because I've been to those areas recently and I have interaction with these people. When I can senior Gujaman Soma, there's a lot of Mizo language, Gujaman senior, but they have a Maya, they can go on my boat to the knee, to Maya, Yanjin, so he in the room of Biova, so to them the connection part of it. I'm not sure we'll not go again. They can. Upat balan in somewhere, let them have a certain point going on. Hey, I can Nam and Rambo for the birthday and Noma and Zamlea. Epo, Lunahian, whom some say for wallet have Kenny. The Bangin. Cũng là một cái tell về pháp của cái điều này đều rất là đẹp đấy, nên nó sẽ là cái lòng tự xếp này. So, Professor Barra has spoken about inclusion of Mizo language in the 8th schedule. We've been trying and fighting for this since my second term or third term in 1989. We have written a number of letters to the authorities in New Delhi and from various parts of the country where Mizo population and Mizos are there. They also tried their best for inclusion of Mizo language in the 8th schedule. But till today, there is no news about success. If the central leadership accept the language of violence only, I don't know whether it should be able to resort to violence or agitation for inclusion of the language in the 8th schedule. But I would like to assure the Professor Lasroli came in the gathering here that we have been fighting and we have been almost renewing this fight for inclusion of Mizo language in the 8th schedule since a long time until today. And even last month alone, only we have again written to the authorities concerned with inclusion of Mizo language in the 8th schedule of the Constitution. And I had a exhibition and we got for him to let go and came to he and the man of that they said, yeah, look, we could hope my Monsala Nini to well and then Kuala and Kevin for Tamlea. The never been Jack Lon like Vizela Maro, we could go around there, or back in Congress and Vizela Nain. When I wrote to any tension, I wrote with as well. Article pack cut project, pay low legend, let him over Gania. So I mean, I wrote with a set I had to wrote with it. What's saying that? I mean, I'm sorry, I can tell take a long time. Then I need along the Boca and college, high school, and college like the end. Bestseller, encouragement, and what's up one of challenge, I wrote with Ania. So I mean, and it's like the point was okay. Almost an exoca here, including the comment. Names not only hey, Bizocali will get to stick on the Dampamikiamte. And then Tranin, Tranbata Tate, and Nekoa, Trantartana, and Chersoya to Leno Chersote, I wrote well on Katia. Then, so going in, don't mark a chuan, the Siaking reporting and entertain Lova, so I can continue the land of Tonta, a shell of Tonta, Oma, where Chuan and me, Sanem Michael Elama. cái thiểm tới lại mình để mà tên để nó buồn chuyện tóm tận cần nộp của tôi nó làm cái gì à chúng ta các cái quân các lệ dân tổ lên này nó có cái bên tổ lên nghe rồi dân này dân thung cao ta interim takin Mizo University and Student Council President le research Mizo politics lampang betu tinong le nandu tumin silang dong lenga dar chan ver Huran base ya maksudnya dar liver kering bawa anu betul banyak achan cu Tuhan mahu sedang ini sedangin orang buat dalam history road pohe, tuan ahian, orang macam thar orang macam tuan anthedik don lo, di kecil kombaya, ane sas benar jalan ganti jalan. Sebangin hen hampian, le macam thar sono lokal jalan tuan, history diktat ansheti, apa yang mau kau main, tuan ahian, macam kat le hasil tema tak anova. Luang ketia, nanti makna agak appreciate lah. Amai rocu di kufak lo, kamu cina ni. Ini telu cancin tu pun siap. Memang maksudnya di lo hulhuan ni tampak maya. Ketiam kah til dan apa ni le solar. Rambuai ma sesuai lo. Rambuai nu mai ka dan writer sen ketina nasib tentu boleh adik lo atam ye ane. Sebangin hetianga mitak mi uluk tena le kabu anjir na tanga kan ram history tele kan culture te kan tradition te hengang long zo ro maro ni kolon le ro pocho te il poi mata ania den wena mi tam tak sun kan mi masa te san se tra kan je tur tam tak te hi sự nó ra một hệ bộ tung lộ để tăng trưởng lên đó đi, cho vào nên cái đó bộ mình đã sắp tu để với là bộ sự kiện là về số giờ tu thì anh lòng cái kia cái nên cái này store này cái nên đi quên hẹn nằm hi hôn đồ các giờ tan số đồ các giờ tan cái sự đích thực mình cũng sẽ được quên cái đó sự kiện rồi về là hiện kan mi chanem lai abi masate ron ken lan lai po hen achang thar so te hi ron pen so se ka du khop mai tu tiang chuan e to na ne ya tin ke ni ho hi kopilo sarkar inchen darlo petro an ti hi atwar sabar por kan ni mai mamangeo ka de barmon do biniana tóm tật kanoma Indian Dominion po Donatron State Paliat Chandari kanoma then Pakistan Dominion Donatron Bangladesh kanti apa tóm tật kanoma ni hai ho hi ka to so de rat to kan van ne em mem chu kompino howe lu sei chin ko fi group min tia kata kan trong min han ka pong sakta ga chu tuna dualian trong Mizo trong cái tiền tăng mai đi anh ấy trong khi sau cái đầu đó nó giống như là chuan xem ấp lộ khi Mizo là sao thì cần lúc ông biết lộ vậy nó cũng khó vậy vậy thế là mà thế muốn nó mà cái sao ra cái nét của có thằng nào mà có khó tiền à trên thằng cho anh nộp với in phải công an một lâu sư họ tên này cái này tổ với in cái hiện Mizo trong tập tập gì nè, tôi sẽ trong cái tỷ tuần na đồ lên trong Mizo trong cái tỷ ta ba cái thiệp cái này luôn ba, chứ bên trong cái bia anh nín anh chỉ trong cái bia sẽ thoát luôn cái chỗ cái nó mặc luôn này, cái này sẽ bỏ thế này, muốn tự cái này khác chuẩn, cái phải chỗ yếu rồi thì quên, chỗ tiền chỗ cái này cho nên làm bằng công nghệ của hiện, cái này cũng cái này sẽ được cái đó kan mi tiam tele mi kai maten ken zo na an jet shop te alo mom ka ti tan zeta we na hangai po seminar national seminar on writing in Mizo Manuscripts anti te pohi aro bui kati kop maya ati ram ron so poin aro bui dan ne poi mo ta ni ka phak chi lo wa tu ka ro ka lon theng khan eng nom pa mo ta khale tin ami som le khan da ne kan en la ko ga karon kala aro poi mo relevant ka se dai mai amun ka lo chen nu hian ka chen le so chau ni so teng mai mai sa kan ne ke ni chu so we la local com eminent writers te ma te ha so ve te ko hi lo mo ro ne ne si lu le so teng ra so ve na ko hi atu mangin a participant patient it pay se chuan kan mi foi mo te le kan thlai na tu na te pa eminent writer lo ni ve mai thei tur te le history ni ve mai thei tur te kan chuan a poi mo le don mai alo nia a chu wangen alo tel ve tur po hi tur lai tam ro kin kan thlai te ai tuổi tham man te po hi se te in lai tur na ka lo chen dun ka ru ni chu ni when I hear kan trong a poi mo then ai kim mai he manuscript kan ne te poi mo cái tấm thật cắn này nó phá là sẽ cắn tổ tê này cắn thành mấy lỏng tê tấm thật ông này chưa bằng giống chưa chút thế là rồi mấy lỏng tôi tan về là cắn một thiềm tên để khai vô tên riêng chỉ tê để với là nó trong này là khuyến thế thì là cái tiền seminar mấy một đặt national seminar mấy con này là international seminar thì thầy anh rồi còn thì anh mong cái thì tận rất là con nó cái sẽ là phải chọn tiền thì giờ bắt thành cái này thì chúng ta được có so the Carter and for coordination and cooperation này thì là nên cái này nên nó publicity cái point này thì giáo được tài năng thì giáo nó là chuyện là con sáng sớm trong cái point này còn participate ta sẽ là cái rồi bị phá lệ rồi mới nó thì để eight schedule la constitution la constitution la ta venise kan tin ten po hi mong tu kan tam sia de hen setan la se ti de kan ne tua ani sina mi chane ngai te e ma ni mi zo kui pon de ro te pe an ro so ya lo mu pop ma ya sa ro so bre ko kan tran khan a jen lai pol tran khan te la moi me te la mi zo mi pin kan no mo fa ni thì thầy tu tên nên là anh nói chuyện đó áp dụng bộ bên này bên thôn sở khảo sang tham mỹ sở sang tham cái bộ cần một tổ này số tiền cho cái hoạt động cho cần nội cho mà xem về là cần hoạt động làว่าไปเจอตัวอันนี้ที่ให้ที่เราหงถึงกันเองก็เป็นการฉลาดกันตามทั้งกายเลยส่วนเรานะวันนี้จะ service กันแต่ละเรื่องที่กันกันละเละที่ว่านี่จนไปตอนพอรู้ว่านี่ถูกขัดหอมเทนอนนี่ recognition รู้ไปตั้งแต่เทนอนละส่วนมันที่ประกอบกันส่วนเซลอันนี้ที่ก็เสียนั่นเองทำให้เราเจอกันสวยเทียมตัวเนี่ยว่าง่ะเอาไว้ในเสียมซองในจิตใจส่วนซองให้เราให้ส่วนเป็นที่ส่วนกันที่เป็นเชื่อเราว่าส่วนเดียวรู้พอส่วนจูแล้วนี่ส่วนกันนั่นเองอ่ะแต่ละเรื่องในส่วนเดียวแต่พอกันฉลาดเต้นเตียงทานจุดประมาณตราแต่พออันโน้นนั่นโน้เสียมตัวนี้ส่วนเดียวส่วนกันเราดูจะเป็นเทปต่อกันกันไปโชว์เสียนะที่เราส่วนกันหมดถึงไงนั้นปีกระเรงอันนี้ส่วนเวลาให้เชื่อมจากไปหมดตัดprofessional ทวงเลยเทียนเต้นอามาเลยครับผู้เสียอันโพลละเจริญสมแล้วสักตัดอันเชื่อมเป็นไปให้กระสุนตาบุตรนั้นฉลายเลยกระเทียมเชื่อไล่สมเด็จไปเห็นเชื่อแบบเชื่อเงินinspiration สักเรื่องไม่ได้เราเป็นโจนะ challenge เราคุยกันนักศึกษาผู้มีอย่างส่วนมาลับที่เชื่อเงินลองมุดกันติกันไอตัวเป็นเหตุเลยกับผมว่าแต่literature เลย thiếu đằng đằng cần chân đằng tuột ta là man rồi để đây nắm phim nắm rô quý progressive cái gì đó anh ấy cho bạn nên cái này quên cần bị sâu dễ ở bên một góc mày thêm bài diversity cần tiền cần ra với học sinh về bol cần nia cho bạn có học sinh cần bị kiếm trở lại cho bên nó xuất hiện mà là để dân công sáng ra hiện mà cần làm là progress cần xem sáng tệ chi tệ bây giờ việc bên này mình báo nói thì về quên quên một cái lô xe của em rồi bây giờ bác sĩ cần học sinh về hay vì mình sẽ học sẽ cần học sinh về hay là học sinh qua hay anh rồi sẽ cho cả tại vì tiệm tênรู้ฉันเช่นเรื่องไหนกันเรารู้จุดนั้นต่างเสียอันเราเสียเรื่องที่พอดีที่เราคุยกันที่ชวนเราแต่กันเนี่ยถ้าเทียนท่านสำเร็จทั้งทั้งละไม่รู้ไปคุยไม่ได้ไงสารและสารเลยไงสารที่นี่ที่กันเชื่อว่าเราเป็นที่พอดีกันมีเทียมเดินนั้นเราที่ชอบสงเสียละอันเราคงตัดเสียละส่วนว่าเงินจุดเด่นของเราพอชวนทั้งทั้งเตะส่วนนะพอดีเราก็เราเป็นinspired to sportในเรื่องเราเป็นเรียนดูรองคำอาการโฉมให้แม่กันนี่แสดงชื่อว่าเนี่ยแกนี่พวกมุสลิมส่วนคนตัวเองกันเชื่อมังเรากันทลายเลี้ยงเทียมเตะเสียกันจันเตะสวยจันเป็นกันที่ชมเจ้าละกันโน่เสียแต่กันเสียชัวชัวพาชื่อบางเงินช่างทะลุลงเจ้าตัวแต่แกนี่ก็มอลล์ตัวเองกันดูครบไหมช่วยเดียนพวกมาชวนจันกันลากกันมีเทียมอาชีพนี้จะพูดคนละตรงเลยนั่นเลยก็ว่าที่ซาจะเสียกันเองเสียกินแต่เองอินสไปร์ให้ตัวและอาจารย์เสียที่ให้ตัวอันนี้ที่กันเลยนี่สุดท้ายชวนแม่ท่านก็จบจนเวลาเซมินาร์บทใส่ให้หล่อสิ่งเล็กร้อนนี่ที่อารินเทียส่วนอารินเวลาเฮียนaku tak boleh kan kaitan dengan Roman. Tapi dengan ama siapa ama inisiatif ngaungat anilai ngala aru kuilai suala. Dan lain lagi aku kuasa dulu tentang poin minamai ni dia setia. Dan kini tentang kejuan zona nasabah awal itu kan sangat yang mai rere lodu, ini kita pun anak muda ya, kalau muda sekarang ini orang pun macam tu pun tu sekian, mana anu ane fashion kan lokal kero masa ni hati ni na anu lain pun muda he, anu pun ketia pulang pulang kente, amma memang apa inisiatif macam ni tu macam tu我记得他们这个说我呢，我呢，学跟我呢，哎，这个我学的呀，我们这些，哎，为了，后来我们这个那天晚呢，ทีมว่ามีมาตั้งพอให้ไล่เลยผมจะ exhibit อันโมเดลเรื่องพอเห็น inspiration ชัดแต่อันนี้เปลี่ยนแล้วมาที่เรามองสร้างกันไล่โซเชียลแล้วเสียตัวเป็นชาติต่างแต่เราเล่นสนามเอาด้านนี้ก็พอเสียเทียเราไปกันเทียเราที่แบบไม่พันธุ์คนหนุ่มกันเจล่ะพวกชาวโซ่และช่างทุ่งโซ่ก็ให้เด็กได้อาวุธใช้เทียตัวเองดูสักนะแต่ละอันนี้เวลาให้นายเราก็คงเป็นสบายสบายกับลูกเชื่อว่าชิมินาที่เราเรียนโซ่อันนี้ที่ตัวเองเป็นในตัวด้วยประกันพันธุ์ยาคุณหนุ่มกันเจหลักก็อาจจะขอถึงจุดที่เจตัวเองเป็นชาติหรือว่าตัวกระดาษชวนคนละทั่วเลยเพียงแต่แน่ละลองถือกระเสียซึ่งกระเสียรวมชวนให้เต็มที่นะจ๊ะอันเชื่อเรื่องรถเด็กว่าเชื่อจ้างเชื่อเรื่องรถเต็มเลยอามาสิ่งเรื่องนี้จะที่เราให้เราคุยกันอันว่าเชื่อได้มิโซตานลิเทเรชันละมาสักคนนี้เรากองช่างช่างละอันต้นละอันนี้มาส่งเราคุยกันอันนี้ที่อันนี้ว่าตะกุยกับผมมาส่วนกับโซ่เป็นกันเองตัวน่ะ Mizoram hi thil lang la mu shop lo fa bel sheba tiang zo ma ko hian ran kai zo le ro pui zo ka ko bel sheba kan ko cho thei na ani se kan ren yu sak na ka la ni ta lo me
Thank you very much, sir, for the inspiring and thought-provoking speech, especially for the Mizo department. It is quite challenging that the head of the state is really concerned about the history and culture and the language of the Mizo. So thank you very much, sir. So, do not join in group side and some le lokong Mizo department group side and some mga Mizo yan vote of thanks ka May I call upon the group singing from the Mizo department, which will be followed by the proposal of the vote of thanks.
Honorable Chief Guest, Pulal Thanhola, Chief Minister of Mizoram, Professor Tuang Kyangte, Head Department of Mizoram University, Upa Reverend Nalging Lofa, Padmastri Zemal Somak, dignitaries among the audience, my colleagues and dear students. In my closing address, I would like to briefly step on the importance of citation and documentation of sources in writing. I think this is relevant for our present seminar because our seminar is on writing in Mizo manuscripts. Because whenever we are to write a book or thesis or anything, here we have to write the manuscript. So today in our midst we have a number of important writers. We have a number of Padmastri awardees. Okay, they have been given this Padmastris because of their significant contributions in the literature and education and other fields. So they have made significant contributions for Mizo literature and others. Besides this, we also have research scholars and students, particularly in Mizo department. So the present research scholars are also working on the works of writers, important writers. So what I feel is that Mizo writers are not aware enough of plagiarism, that is given so much importance in other advanced countries of the world. Because if we look at the work or even theses of research scholars, we may find a number of plagiarism cases. Now, what is plagiarism? Okay, when a writer borrows some words or sentences or ideas from some other's writings without acknowledging the source, it becomes plagiarism. So this is very important, and for improvement of research, publication in our higher education institutions in our country. Government of India through the UGC has been taking important initiatives to check plagiarism among our research scholars, students, and other writers. Now recently, before that also UGC has taken a number of initiatives, like while preparing 12 5-year plan for higher education. UCC had already proposed the establishment or setting up of, installation of software like the written in every university library. So whenever research scholars, PhD or MPhil scholars submit their dissertations or tests, cannot make students mature. So experience in organizing, participating in programs like this, make the students, even the faculties, the teachers, get improvement in different aspects of life. So thank you all.
Professor say ki kan try that program big can function so what's of no ma technical session kan malanga tu na kian headline na hanway lo te thla la bun dia sa chu te kan subject te ran lenga te ti la ya din ke ni ni poi ho thil ek torin a phi ta we will have our lunch there in the kitchen
with a big applause. Okay, now time is given to you.
Thank you all. I thank Professor Kiangte for having invited me for this seminar. This is a great opportunity for me and my friend Manlal Tuanga Babi to work together more on the Mizo language. By working on this, we came to know how the earlier Mizo was written about 120 years ago. And this concept of the seminar is an innovation by Professor Kiangte, Lal Tuang Tia. Lal Tuang Tia is a very enthusiastic, dynamic person, full with spirit, without drinking any spirit. Am I right? So, you understand the meaning? Full with spirit and spirits without drinking spirits. Okay? So, his commitment to the area is simply amazing. I met him for the last time when I came in November, when demonetization took place to Mizoram, when he invited me for lectures in the refresher course and in the department. Then we got to know each other, then we have been corresponding with each other. So this has enabled us to keep our friendship going not only at a personal level, but at an academic level, because he is an academic person. So I have to talk to him in an academic way. So we keep thinking about Mizo, and then I requested him when we write our Mizo grammar, would you like to see and make corrections and evaluate? He really, with great enthusiasm, he said, yes, I'll be able to do it. That's a great help, because I'm a non-native speaker. So today what we are going to do is we are able to find some manuscripts. You see, manuscripts is a very relative term. If you go to a language like Sanskrit, Latin, Greek, there are so many manuscripts which may be 2000 years old, 1500 years old, but in a kind of under-analyzed language and rather unknown language until recently from the point of view of writing, because you got to know about writing about maybe 150 years ago or 120 years ago when the missionaries came and gave you a script, that is the Roman script. So what happened? The manuscripts in Mizo are in comparison very young in comparison to the other manuscripts. So the aim of this paper is to demonstrate. Are you able to hear me? Am I too loud? Is it okay? Now please. The aim of this paper is to demonstrate the relevance of the study of Mizo manuscripts. We show that an in-depth study of manuscripts will provide us insights with regard to language change. How language was in 1890, how language was in 1880 and what is the language today. And language is very dynamic. It is not static. Today, what you are speaking, maybe if you ask your elders, oh no, we don't say like that. We say in a different way. Of course, your chief minister was also saying he was feeling bad that language is changing. Of course, change is inevitable for any language. Nobody can stop it. Just as you can't stop a river from flowing. The day the river stops flowing, the river is dead. Similarly, the language, the day it does not change, it's like the blood in our body. The blood keeps changing. So is the language. So is the water in the river. See all the comparisons. So, what we see today is that I won't take many constructions. How much time do I have? Okay. So, we will take some constructions from the earlier time and see how they are different from the Mizo of today. Okay. Now, since manuscripts are in a written form, it would be difficult for us to assess the nature of the pronunciation. How can we know about pronunciation? What are the things that we look for when you look at a manuscript? What are the changes that have come at the word level? This is the word, let's say, koa, you are using for clothes. Is it the same word that was used earlier? Or maybe they were using something else. Okay, so what are the changes that took place at the word level? Okay, and what are the levels that took place at the sound level? What are the sounds that they were using? But in a manuscript, can you know what sounds they were using? No, manuscript is written. So we cannot know what kind of sounds they have used. However, as we will show today, there are some clues in the manuscript which tells you that their pronunciation at that time was different from the kind of pronunciation that you have. So, at the pronunciation level also, we will try to demonstrate that yes, there are some differences. Then what are the next? At the morphological level. What are the morphological level? For example, at the morpheme, less than a word. Like for example, Minhu, I met him. What is min? Min is a morpheme. Mu is a word as well as a morpheme. But min, what we call, is a bound morpheme. Because mu can occur by itself, akhmu, or katiche, kahuche. The che cannot occur by itself. The min cannot occur by itself. Ka cannot occur by itself, right? So what we say is, these are morphemes which are bound. They cannot stand on their own. It's like a child who cannot walk on his own unless he has the help of something, a helping finger. So, what are the level changes that took place at the sentence level? We take a full sentence today, we take a full sentence of the earlier times and see if the sentence structure is the same as it is now. So, let me summarize. You can study the changes in a manuscript at the word level, at the sound level as it reflected in writing, at the morpheme level as it reflected in the morphemes, and at the sentence level as it is reflected in the sentence grammatical constructions. Okay? With this introduction, let me just give you one example. What do you mean by pronunciation? Right now, in Mizo, you use A. You use the script because A is difficult to write. So what do? AW. So AW is A. But in the manuscript we find they are using O. They were using O. There are two possibilities. Either the innovation of AW came later, or whatever you are pronouncing as O today, maybe it was pronounced as O at that time. Professor Kianke explained to you what a manuscript is. Manuscript is an old document which is in the written form, which could be engraved on a stone, but they are not technically called manuscripts. Manuscripts earlier, I don't, in Sanskrit, Pali, they were writing on palm leaves, whatever you call, palmyra leaves. So manuscripts can be written in those days as they didn't have printing mechanisms. So they did it on their palm leaves. And also, most of the letters, if you see, I think you know that all Indian scripts came from an original script called Brahmi. How many of you know that? All Indian scripts, including Burmese, Thai, so many other languages, they all took Burmese as the source. And if you look at Burmese, Thai, or Telugu, or Tamil, or Hindi, they are wrong. Have you ever thought why they are wrong? Why? Because if you are writing on a palm leaf, it's a huge process of palm leaf, how it is preserved, how it is matured, how it is cultured, how it is nourished to make it dry, how it is dried. Then, if you have all vertical and horizontal strokes, the palm leaf is likely to break. So what they did? Rounds. So when you put it as a round, the chances are the breakage will be less. This is the philosophy. Now, we are going to deal with handwritten as well as printed materials in Mizo. We have basically restricted ourselves to printed materials because those are the materials which we could get at a short notice. Okay. We are aware of the fact that in the recent times a very significant discovery in Mizoram came to light at Wanchia, where a large number of ancient stone pillars, monuments, carvings, tablets, etc. were unearthed. Prior to this find, we noted the presence of huge stone megaliths spread all over the northeast India. In the district of North Kachar Hills of Assam, we have an arrangement of huge stone pots, the purposes of which is still a mystery. Manuscripts are the best way. What is that? What they are studying manuscripts? They are the best way to know not only about language, about the culture, about the traditions, about the systems that prevailed at that time. Like you don't do hunting as they did. So as you will see today in the manuscript, we are talking only about hunting. What is the rewards for hunting, etc. So it is recorded by people and so it gives us a clue about the culture, about the system of living, about the patterns of practices that they had, etc. Okay, now let's go to the manuscript. Unfortunately, I wish we had some data to show, but there is no way. So slowly I will read it. This is about, let me first give the English translation. Then I will give how it was written in the manuscript. Then we will take a sentence and analyze it from a linguistic point of view to see what kind of differences at the phonological level, that is sound level, at the morphological level, at the morpheme level, and at the sentence level. So we are trying to see the grammatical features of this manuscript. I may not have enough time, so we will take some, let's say, you should excuse my pronunciation. It's a tough language. So I'm just reading this sentence as it is. Maybe you have a copy?
Yes.
Can you read it loud for me? Sentence number 1, please.
Part 1, is it?
First one. Tupo sakeite.
Tupo sakeite savumte akak sila alu borsap ne na ajentir.
Okay. One more time, please.
Tupo sakeite savumte akak sila alu borsap ne na ajentir.
Okay. Have you noticed any difference between the Mizo that you speak today and this Mizo? Very different.
Yeah.
What are the differences? For example, in Mizo, you know that there are 2 types of verbs, like any language, transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. You know that? That much you should know. Why? Transitive verbs are the verbs which take objects. Lalin Lekhabu Achiyar. Lali read a book, right? Why is it Lalin? Because the object is Lekhabu. Lalin Lekhabu Achiyar. But Lali went to the forest. Lali Chu or Lali Rama Akal. I cannot say Lalin Rama Akal. Why? Because the verb to go is minus transitive. It cannot take an object. So let's first understand this. What is a transitive verb? A transitive verb is one which takes an object. What is an intransitive verb? It's an intransitive verb is one which cannot take an object. So if I have kal or true, right, or local, with all these verbs, I cannot put, I cannot say lala. See, I am saying an ungrammatical sentence. Lala, chutlega, or chu. It's ungrammatical, right? I have to say lala. Why? The verb to sit is intransitive. Right? In contrast to the sentence we had just now, lalan, lekhabu, achiyar. I cannot say lala, lekhabu, achiyar. Can I say? Can I say it? Yes, no, please respond, You had a good lunch. So now you have to wake up and be in spirits. Alright. So, tupo, sakaite, savomte, akab. Let's take the sentence. Kab is a sentence, is a verb which is transitive or intransitive. You tell me. Let's go in an interactive way. Should, is it transitive or intransitive? Can it take an object? Can should take an object?
Yeah.
Yeah, let them say so. I know, you and I know. Can it take an object? Should. Okay, you know what the best test in Mizo to test? If it can take the in or it has an object. Right? Lalan, Sakai, Aka. So, and is coming, right? Can I say Lala, Sakai, Aka? Ungrammatical or not? So, that means Ka is a verb which is transitive, which requires the marker M with the subject. Are you clear? Because by the way, this is I am also making a base for my lecture tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Okay, let me repeat. Kap is a verb which takes an object which is called that's why it's a transitive. When the verb takes an object, the subject, who is the subject? Lala? Lala, Sakai, Aka. Lala has to be Lalan. So Lalan, Sakai, Aka. If you are talking about a Sakai already, Sakai Chu, Aka. It depends on the context. So, look at in this sentence, there is no in. I read the sentence to you in my bad Mizo. Tu po Sakai te, Savom te, Akap shala. I stop here. So, tu po, tu is person. Po, what is po? Also, tu po, sorry, tu po means, yeah, if anyone, any person, any indefinite, tu po, someone came, tu po, am I right? So, tu po, sakai te, savom te, aka, that's ungrammatical. Why? It's a transitive verb. So, you have to say, tu po in, sakai te, savom te, aka. If anybody shoots a tiger, of course, I am coming to the next one. Savom te, tigers, te is the plural marker, right? Te is a morpheme, is a bound morpheme. Te cannot occur by itself. Savom can occur by itself, but te cannot occur by itself. So te is a bound morpheme. Shala. Do you understand shala?
Yes.
Yeah, but do you pronounce shala today like this?
No.
How do you say?
Sela.
Sela. So that means already the pronunciation was there at that time as shala. So right now it is there as sela. But sela is not usually used. What is the one we use now in Mizo? Chuan. Am I right? Chuan is more often. used. Sela is not used that much, or is not used at all. Right? So let me change the sentence now. The correct way to say this is the following: Tupo in Sakaite Savong te Akap Sela. Right? If anyone shoots a tiger or a bear. There is one more thing. I forgot. Yes. A should not be there. Yes. That's the point I am coming to. When someone comes, what is A? A is the agreement marker. Lala went to the market. Lala marketa akal. Lala and Lali went to the market. Lala le Lali marketa uncle. An is the plural marker. A is the singular marker. In which person? In third person. If it is first person, kakal. Plural, tankal. If it is second person, ikal. Plural, inkal. So you have ka, kan, I, in, a, an. This is a beautiful pattern. By the way, language is like your jewelry. The girls will be excited about that. You see, jewelry, where the diamond should go, where the stone should go, everything is systematic, right? Language is also like that. And language is a rule-governed system where it is governed by certain rules. I cannot talk the way I like. I have to follow the rules, just like the traffic rules. Of course, in traffic you do wrong things. Still in Delhi, if you come to know, you will be happy to see or unhappy to see. All kinds of patterns are possible. But if you come to a state like Mizoram, the traffic is so systematic, which is I think almost like Europe or America, anywhere in the world. Nowhere you will find such systematic traffic as you find in Mizoram, because there is so much politeness. In Japan, of course, in Korea we find this. Okay, anyway, coming back to that. In comparison to Delhi, I'm always impressed. This is my 4th or 5th visit to Mizoram, and I'm always impressed about the traffic patterns here. That's a different matter. So just like traffic, systematic traffic, which follows some rules, language also has to follow certain rules. If you break the rules, just as there will be a traffic accident, you will produce a sentence which is not acceptable to the native speaker. This is what we call ungrammatical. Okay, so tupoil sakaite savomte ka chuvan alu borsap nena ayentir atir ayentir. Sorry, this sentence is still there. Let me read it again. Alu, if he brings the head, borsap. Borsap is what? Do you know where the word came from? Is this the Mizo word?
No.
Where did it come from?
Don't know.
I'll tell you. Bada Sahab has become Borsap. Bada has become Bor. Sahab has become Sa. By the way, this final B, Ba, is a voice sound. But what happens in many Tibeto-Burman languages, and especially in Khasi, the Ba becomes Pa. So Sahab, H is gone, Sa, Bada, and Bor. So what is Borsa? Borsa means Bada Sahab. That's the district collector. Right? Huh?
Big Sahib. Is it? The meaning.
The meaning is big Sahab. Bada is Lian in Mizo. Right? Sahab Lian. Bada Sahab. Lian, right? The words are big? Okay. So, Alu, Borsap, Nena. In Nena, what we do today, H-N-E-N-A-H. The word Nena. Nena. But in the text, I is missing. That means two possibilities. Either the guy who was printing did not know how to put the H, so he left it out, or alternatively, maybe that is the way it was written at the time, it was spoken at the time. But it could not have been Nena, the I is H up. What you write as H It is called, do you know what it is called in linguistics? Ah, what is that sound? Anybody? You should know. That is money 10 multiplied by 2 and 2 rupees 5. So, but what is the current expression? According to my friend Babu, Cheng, so, here they have written as Shom. S-H-O-M. What do we write today? S-A-W-M. So the pronunciation is today song. Song. And what they were pronouncing? Shom. Shom. As I told you, Sa and Sha. What they have written as Sha, it is pronounced as Sa today. And O, either they didn't know how to write O, so they wrote O, or maybe that is how it was pronounced. So, number 5, Shom is what? Shom is 10. Now it is Som. Le, Cheng we have, today we talked about Cheng. Today is used Cheng. Now here, Tanka, Shom, Kni. Kni is 2. And then Le. Yeah, today you don't use Le in the same place that they have used. Chenganga. Nga, they have used Chenganga. But what you use today? In fact, NG should use Panga or not? Cheng Panga and Chenganga is correct.
Chenga is correct.
Huh?
Chenga is correct.
Chenganga is historic. Okay, so for 25 rupees, the expression of today is different from the expression of earlier language. So what is the advantage of manuscripts now? Simple, if we take 2 sentences, we get to know what are the differences in the structure at the phonological level, at the morphological level, at the word level, for example, Poisa, Chang, etc., and at the grammatical level, like they use absence of na, tu, po, and is missing there. Tu, po, savom, te, aka, right? The n is missing in those languages, in those days. Does it mean the n has been recently innovated? We cannot comment on that. But n must be a very old usage. I don't know how these people have missed it. I still don't know. Okay. So next one. Let's go to the third sentence. The third sentence is, and the shooter of a tiger cub will receive rupees 12.5. By the way, what is it telling us? This is telling us that the animals were kind of, maybe they were man-eaters. Otherwise, who would like to kill an animal? Normally, you would like to kill an animal for food, or if they are bothering you, you would like to kill an animal, right? So, and the district collector is rewarding. That means these animals must be giving trouble to people. Therefore, the district administrator is suggesting that you kill the animals, you bring the head, then we will give you this much money. 25 rupees if you bring the head of a tiger, or if you bring the head of a savam. That is
because they are fearful, yeah.
They are fearful. Okay, another thing interesting. If you say 25 rupees, go and kill a tiger, would you like to go? You don't want to go. You will say, give me 2 lakhs. So what is the value of money? That means 25 rupees at that time, in 1890, was very valuable. Extremely valuable. That's why 25 rupees, today if you look, like when I was studying, we used to buy, you know what an anna is? Anna is half, 1/16th of a rupee is called anna. Half of anna, we used to have a coin. So with half of anna, I can get this many pakodas or something. And we used to eat. I still remember the days. So the value of money is going down. So the figures are increasing. Alright, that's the second point. This also tells you about the value of money in those days and the value of money right now. Okay, next sentence. Whenever you want me to stop, I can stop, sir.
I think better to stop now.
Okay.
Because we can continue after.
Oh, sure. No problem. So I have analyzed 2 sentences to you. I have clearly shown how language has changed from that time to this time in terms of various parameters, right? Thank you very much, and thanks to Professor Kiante for giving us an opportunity to present this paper. But more and more manuscripts are studied, we will get to know more about the language and the people, the culture, and the systems that prevailed at that time. Thank you.
I think it will be good to read his paper, and so that he will give more lecture tomorrow and day after, and so we can follow. I think a little follow about that after following his, his presentation. I think that will be interesting. Thank you very much, Subarao. And so, because we want to have you again. Dona Chuan, we will go to the next one, and so Purozama Chong Tuan, Lalmoy Pui. Lalmoy Pui is now working in this one, ICSC, that one, this one. At Institute of Advanced Study in Education, Antita, here, Duna B.Ed College, and teaching area. Oh, this one, Tahian, and here, uniqueness of Mizo language. Mizo trong Gang Lam Na, the Khan of Donta. Can now tell some song Bokhan, Mutluk Tolo, Mutulu, they were shooting out the Mutulu Racha, and Sanchimo. Took with the Ganin Lega, Harasalavan car. Da, here, we are holding up the Kazan. Our Muka, Kavaipa, or Mutua to 20, so one thing that are 2 dollars. Mutluk, the Pona, Mutulu Villa. Heng hi Dona Chuan a paper hi sab trong ten kan dan chan hi national seminar te ya ba le publish te kan do na ba ni kan do a sab trong kan do a ti chuan nakina kudar choi wani mo kurwaya ni mo tu koi na do chuan Mizo trong a soi ha mai ko ka poi chuan bia la ba Mizo trong a kan discuss kan nang ma ni tan ko angai tu tan ko lo interesting so ma do na chu chu thil poi ni hau lo ba Dona Pohian, Purozama, the paper, Pohian, hey, join paper in Anondia, and Pafa paper in Ta. Ucema, Mr. Shinira, Lechian to Tateu, Maya, Toizomi, Buena paper, present Vetuhian, and moderator here, Minhan Son, Bilkan. Katsa Vaklo, Nakaho, Maya, Atanzu, Mizo Jong, Zasa, Johas, Velka, Katia Lozo, Takania Moyo, Katiato, Deva, Juan, Mani, Zawa, Titu, Buta, Bill, Mai, Katia, Kafanu, Kapuna, Juan, joining them to many Katia Katida, Ren Dizela, and moderator here, coordinator here, Juan. Joining the uniqueness of Mizo language, the car, something and cheer, Lenga. More to join paper and the Yamin, kind cheer talk on there. Masa, hey, Joan, Katia, I don't know that cheer, I can't resolve the name of the cheer must hang against him. And cheer must have said something there, thing here, I thought the bear here. Cheer there, join paper and the cheer they want to Malay. Captain Deva, they might cheer so they know. Amara cheers on the Malay to one, and cheer they can. And so in the car cheer is going to much way can say to look up. Then can say to look to cheer a mine. Come, Mizo Jong to Sub Jonas in the Valin. Translation in what came from Oma. Harakati Kopmaya, a Harakati Kopmaya, translation of Talk Tiel to Pong like the young and what is there, and so do Mizo Jong Dangla, a unique Nalaya, and so compared to the car coming to face of the leg, to the Tonal Moipito to the Sierra Massage.
Just as my father has said, we are very pleased and it is a pleasure for us to be here today, to be a part of this wonderful seminar. We thank the moderator, and I think it is a privilege that we have Professor K.V. Subarao here, and I think his paper was also quite interesting and inspiring as well.
kapasoi to khanin joint paper nangin atiri kan share be phatanga chani nagina discussion le bolo thei takin share janaya. The uniqueness of Mizo language. To speak and to write Mizo language for a Mizo is not difficult, but to speak and to write correctly, one has to be very careful, as Mizo language is very unique. Among the many uniquenesses, let us summarize a few of them. First of all, some affirmative and negative sentences have the same meaning. Ani leo, which literally means if it is so, and ani lo leo, which means if it is not so. Kan siatro, ani lo leo, kan teaching ang hoka, have the same meaning. In the second sentence, there is lo, which means not. Grammatically, they are supposed to be contradictory, but the meaning is exactly the same. Both are used for okay, bye, see you. Dia sabtama kan teaching kane nanga. Alokal malo, so alokal ma chuan kan lo chantur ani lo. We must not start before he comes. And alokal malo chuan kan lo chantur ani lo, which literally means we must not start, not before he comes. Anyway, the second sentence means we must not start until he comes. English language also has something like this. God be with you till we meet again, and God be with you until we meet again. Grammatically, there is difference, but the meaning is more or less the same. The use of an adverb in Mizo language is different. In English and other languages, the same adverb can be used for two opposite words. All day and all night in Mizo is nileng le zan kwa. We cannot say nileng le zan leng or nikwa and zan kwa. Here, all means leng to qualify day and kwa to qualify night. In English, we say very big and very small. The same adverb very qualifies the two opposite words. Even in Hindi, the same adverb qualifies the two opposite words, bahut bora and bahut chatra. But in Mizo, we cannot use the same adverb to qualify big and small. While very big is lian pui, very small is reut de. Pui qualifies lian, big, but reut de qualifies de, that is small in English. Above all, the adverb comes after an adjective or a verb in Mizo language, while it comes before an adjective in other languages. The name of one type of a thing can differ depending on the location. For example, hair on the head is sam, but hair on the other parts of the body is mul. We never say kazak sam, katzon sam, kaom sam, kantingay lo tiro kapoka. Instead, we say kazak mul, katzon mul, kaom mul. That is the correct way of speaking the language. The dorsal side of the knee, ku, is kaiza, while the dorsal side of an elbow is gyukon. If this is gyukon, why don't we say kupkon? The Mizos often use tuku, minimization of facts, they are concealed words, exaggeration. How are you? To reply this question, it is said, I am very well, which in Mizo is kadam chok choke. This literally means I am hardly well. When Mizos are ill, even if it is serious, they say, kachae, I'm all right. If they say it is not dangerous, it means there is danger. If they say I am not in pain, usually there is pain. The Mizos are cultivators. When they want to say that their paddy field is very small, they exaggerate and say, our paddy field is as small as a hen's face. They try to produce rice for the whole family from such a small field. However, there are times when families cannot look after their so-called small fields and have to abandon some portions of the field. When they want to say that the abandoned portion of the field is so wide, they say, we left as wide as half the sky. Before they have just said that, our paddy field is as small as a hen's face. It is very big, it is we left as wide as half the sky. When they want to tell the paddy produced from the field is very little, our product is only a handful of a dog. Nevertheless, Though concealed words are used, it is regarded as polite manners. The use of angin is very peculiar. Nang angin kasalo literally means I am not tall like you in English. Here the sentence in two languages is quite different. Nang angin kasalo means you are tall, but I am not tall. While the English sentence I am not tall like you means you are not tall, I am also not tall. Both of us are not tall. Though we use angin like, we mean unlike, as it is followed by a negative word, low. Like you is said to be said, ang bukin, I am not tall like you, is nang ang bukin kasang low. But if he is tall and I am not tall, we have to say nang angin kasang low, which means I am not tall unlike you. This is often misunderstood by many Mizo people and is often mistranslated as well. This uniqueness of the Mizo language should clearly be understood and be used correctly. There are many words used only in negative. Lo means no or not, such as namailo, namenlo, zeilo, naisailo, mumalo, and all those examples given there, and many others. So, namayin katsalo. Means I am very tired, literally I am not a little tired. Even many Mizo people do not understand this. The old translation of the Bible is also criticized by some Mizos as they do not grasp the correct uses of such words. Means and they feared exceedingly. Such words are directly followed by lo or lo, no or not. For example, Zeilo, Mumalo, Tsiangkwanglo, etc., which can easily be understood by all Mizo people. But when some words fall between the word and lo, it is a bit difficult to understand. And from that, I will leave it to my father. Thank you.
Since the paper is a joint paper, the reader will also be joined together. Now I continue. Mizo language is a tonal language. The tone plays an important part in the formation of meaning. The same spelling, which can be of different tones, can have different meanings. Let us give examples. THRN can be tuned in 6 different tones, having 6 different meanings. Short high sound. I mean a tongue. Tongue is high sound. Okay? His name is well known. Long high sound. Abuang tang mai. Tongue is high sound and the sound is long. Long high sound. Denote a beautiful brown color. Short low sound. He hi a tongue. Tongue means this blade is greasy. Short high to low sound. A tongue rate a lemai. A tongue. Tongue, when we pronounce tongue, the sound comes from high to low. Tongue. Denoting the order, means he has been away for so long. So, short low to high sound. Tongue kakam means I make a trap. Low long to high sound. Sahelrim to a tongue, denoting the odor produced by raw meat. The second example is PRN, P-A-N-G. Pang can be tuned in 8 different tones, having 8 different meanings in different parts of speech. The sentences in the examples are not translated into English as there are no exact equivalent words in English for some pangs. Ka chin chen na zoom vid vet te ka in hu na. Ka chin chen na paria te ma sia na nia. Ka phone big ka ron ma ting ni ka. A chung zoom ma dum ka so thai sound. An lo theng ta bang mai a bang short high sound. Long high sound. Kalau kami pang la ni, pang is long high sound. Short low sound. Kamua ka pang kam pang low sound. long lo sang mi an hial ve pang long lo sang so hai tu lo sang la la ai chei pang lu tu kha tak kha mi zo tong ni chia la ba sa tong a PUNK kha mi zo tong a kan ti ri da ni kan ti de ma ya ka ki na chan chu mi zo uat pakhat iriria tari thei hi ka zong na sal tu ka hei ka hu chu na nia pasari chawani sia hai tu lo sound sot tur kha sot lo tu hai sound tur kha fa em to mai si chu ba chuan ka kan mang lui ta ni kha kan ti mi zo ta mai ni kha min no ke don dia long hai tu lo sound a chong pa mai a pa ka hai tu lo sound long ani so lo to high sound anuna wa apang berani pang long lo to high sound tu yang mo pang mai le pang school kakal I go to school here kal is a high tone school kal here cha it is good to go to school here kal is a low tone if a high tone is used instead of a low tone, it is incorrect. There are many words which are mispronounced even by the Mizo themselves. The other uniqueness of the Mizo language is that both the noun and the pronoun are often used together. Thanga comes cannot be translated as Thanga local. Thanga a local is demanded. Thanga is a noun and a is a pronoun, he. But in English, Thanga he comes is incorrect. Some journalists dropped the pronoun he or she and used to write as Puholazin, Puramadelikal. If we add a pronoun a single letter a, it is complete. Many journalists in Mizoram today believe that a full sentence is not needed for a headline or a sub-headline of a newspaper. It is correct, of course. However, incorrect construction of sentences is to be avoided. Prime Minister in Nehru Khan Klo. Prime Minister visited Nehru's tomb. Here the English is correct, but the Mizo language construction is not. A pronoun a is to be added. Atko is required. If we want a shorter headline, Nehru Khan, Prime Minister at Nehru's tomb, is acceptable for a headline. In such a case, a complete sentence is not necessarily demanded for a headline. At the same time, an incorrect sentence for a headline must be avoided. Mizo language is said to be a monosyllabic language. Correct writing of the language is very difficult. It is often confusing to know when to write certain words in a word or two. In most cases, every syllable has meaning. It is very difficult to say as to which is a word or a phrase. There is a common practice which is to be learned carefully. Dokan, one word, and dokan, two words, are not the same. While dokan is a noun, table. Dokan is a verb and an adverb. Dokan ale kabu om, there is a book on the table. Here tingpek hibama hian dokan turani. This plank is to be placed up at the wall. The use and meanings of mase and mase, one word or two words, as we see, is also different. Kima chulalani, mase na tokchi. Kima is a king, but he walks. Kima chulalani mase na tokchi. Though Kima is a king, he walks. Or Kima walks, though he is a king. There are a number of such words or phrases which are very difficult to write correctly. The most uniqueness of Mizo language is that it is rich in adjectival adverbs. Examples will clarify. La la lo chan luang luang mai. Here, luang luang is an adjectival adverb since it qualifies la la noun and clan verb. What we can know from luang luang are, number one, la la, the man, is big or fat. Number two, he does not run fastly though he is in a hurry. That we can know from luang luang. Then, number three, the way he runs is not steady, but the word denotes that the la looks as if he is swinging. Moi achu nur mai. Here, nur is an adjectival adverb. Nur denotes that Moi is a big woman and she sits improperly. A local den dena, a local dan dana, a local dun duna. Here, den dan dun dun are adjectival adverbs. Den denotes that the noun is small. Dan denotes that the noun is a normal size. Dun denotes that the noun is big. Such adjectival adverbs are commonly used in Mizo language, which cannot directly be translated into other languages. To conclude, since Mizo language is unique, there is many a time when literal translation is impossible. It further poses quite a number of difficulties, not only for non-native speakers learning the language, but for the Mizo as well. That is all the paper we can do. Thank you.
Yes, that's really interesting. So you can until so you can get more on so do that so you can so you again more clarify why you till the to the table the comment that clarification evidence required that will be you can ask some questions if you feel clarification is needed. All right, and so it's a short paper. It's just like a few pages only. All right, and so I think we can have time to discuss anything to that.
To Professor Subarov, we are looking at sentence number 1. Sela. You added 8.
No, I didn't add it. It was there in the manuscript.
It was added 8. But in Borsa, it is not added. Why they do not add 8 in the Borsa? Because it is aspirated dissonance.
Yeah. My guess is we don't know what exactly happened. Sela in those days was pronounced as Shala.
Because it is aspirated.
It's a palatal. It's not aspirated. It's called, we call it palatal. No. But Sa there cannot be aspiration because aspiration comes only for stops. Sa is a sibilant. So you cannot have aspiration.
Not in Borsa.
It's not palatal, it's dental. Sa. Yeah. So we make a distinction, especially you are in language. You have Sa, which is dental or alveolar. La, sa, ta, na, sa. They all come from the same place. And in sha, ta, cha, they are called palatal sounds. Sha is a palatal sound. So, sir, now Borsa, maybe because it's borrowed from Hindi, in Hindi we don't say Borsha. Oh, exactly, you are doing the other process. That means from Sa, which is an alveolar sound. Alveolar means, you understand? Sa, you are taking it back to Sha. There, what they have done, from an alveolar sound, they took it to Sha in Sara.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Alam ba? Maria tadi pertumbuhan orang buat itu. Apa karena alumni Jepang yang dengan haikal, itu haikal di mana? Jual apa ni nak kan? Alumni Jepang lahir di itu dia.
Jepang haikal tu ni.
Haikal dia rising atau?
Rising tu nuai kan orang.
Pak is rising. Pak is rising. Very much rising. Jual.
Ailo will be
Palm is rising. Palm and palm.
It just familiar that don't pitch per hundred normally. Don't pitch another two. Kami akan mark zero. Akhirnya zero masih rising akan don't pitch to 100 umaga to 45 point 50 point 70 point jangan ayo pot terus ni tuan apa tu lah kan kamu kapang lodo dia kapang lodo atau foton itu tak kau jangan ayo nak pakai itu pernah tuan tu dia kan biar dia kau tu rising tu lagi tadi. Kalau saya kan, kalau pitch lo tu ni nak lo tuang, kita tu jam sa, bang ni dia lah tu bang, kah tu ala rice tu ni, adi ni kan lagi so tu atau pitch ada sesuai dia, atau zat kan dia kan so tu, patun dia kami bang kah buah, ini sebenarnya dia atau pitch ni kan.
Izo na ka cái tiếng Palo ni mai thế ya. Cái chuan chín chín na bộ bari cái sia ma. Cái chuan. Bang. Bang kha ka ai da chuan di sang tối. Anh đi ya. Bang kha a kha thuộc sinh tai la. Bang kha a thuộc sinh tai la. Bang ada dia ngah. Tu di sang second di tu kita. Apa tu na tu bang. Kacau di niam. Bang tu di niam ni kita. Ari tu ibu ka. No sir. Ya. Tujuan ni dia le bang. Kita ka bang. Kita mai ka akan thuộc sinh tai la. Bang. Kalau kita di niam saya akan ngai ka. Tujuan atau dia kan falling down. Bang. Kati sab trong mizo trong akan tak kati kamu pang tiga asal jangan dia mata sah pang ani hari doi box ya
fortune don tu kacau kamu apa
tujuan
atong pang for tadi asal jangan lupa kami apa biasa pang apa itu boleh
Masa apa tu? Dia macam sekolah dalam tu di
ni le pang dia pang masa soka ni niam se katia pang nung soka ni falling down se long falling down ni ta pang asal macam dua ya tak pang ya tin apa salina kan anu na ba pang berani pang antiga rinia macam ari sama chotut ritoisi pang ka rising tone ka dicu ta dicu rising tone pang sumi chu a ka thu sei tai la pang alo ni le ga tu ya hom pang ka rising tone ka dicu ni le ta low to high tone ari sei alo ni le ta udah orang so dah kacuan api stone hari salah yang kita cepat dia pakai apa kacu kacuan kan diri dana
Mizo trong akan dia ngomong ini linguistik sa trong anci dia na dia ni macam Mizo trong bikan dia tu vowel glide cing of glide the way more linguistik sa
Ari kan sieta rising ani lo ni kan ti kan sieta ka loi nang ni tuin mizo chong sia ti tu ni chuan chin chia na paria thi chuan na chin chia ti kim thei ka sia i chin chia na paria kan man chuan a chin chia ti kim thei toin ka sia amaro chu chen ka tin ta man ti dewa chin chia na paria ti ka chu step te bo haran ti ya pali man ro ti ani tlang ku ya Pali cho nó thành tiền thì đấy à, mizo trong ri sa nào mà ri nia mà ri kuai mà ri ri lo nang di boka, chu mà ri pay ti ri ngot te chu ri sa nang chu di me ri pay ti chu, chuan Pali ya chen pok te ya ri sa ri nia ri kuai ri kami Pali ya chen pok te ya. Chú mình xin chén là bà đi mang chuan để cái mà chân chỉ bạn đi thấy à, ông nói là không giống giống à đi tối để đi xây là ông lấy cái vàng in, chú cái chuan cái ngay tôi nói thế吧, đi xây để đi tối cái xếp lên đi, có chú hay suy nghĩ không phải cái chú cái này đi,
thiếu là thiếu cái anh em thiếu chuyện là sợi bao nhiêu quay mỏ gốc mày những chuyện phim màถ้ามีร้องค้านมีดังเข้าส่งก็จะกันลงง่ายจะโดนเนี่ยไอ้ตัวไหนยันทิ้งปุ๋ยอินกันสอนสักประมาณทิ้งเปลี่ยนเปลี่ยนจะเป็นตัวจนกันรูดข้อมแรงอ่ะผู้รับสร้างส่วนอะไรที่โมเดลตัวนี้กันตัวเลยหุ่นอาชวานอาลูเลยหุ่นตัวที่มินิทสองปังหัวรูดเลยละตาลีเลยมินิทสองลีเลยปังอายันจันนี่ละจันชัดนี่ละไว้ที่กันบ้างมาในตัวนี้กันหัวถอยตัวนี้จุดเดียวส่วนกันเตียงอ่ะตัวเลยยัน Professor Jenny Engineer เลยก็มีผู้ซีบาลรวยที่ขาเนี่ยวิจินี่ตัวกินารุนกัลไลอารุนกลัวบ้างไหมนะเก็บบิลฟุลาวูมอูลไหมวูมอูลไหมกับโหเลยไหมเนี่ยจวนที่เขาอุ้มน้ำเที่ยวจวนนักตู้ก็ชอบเลยแล้วนักตู้เลยมีตีไม่รอเดียจวนมีเรื่องกันเดียกันง่ายตรงนี้มันเก็บฟูนักไม่จวนนี่นักตู้เลยที่ดูรินกันดีตัวนะให้มีตัวตายจวนผู้รวยเจี๊ยบเปอร์กันดีตัวนะผู้สร้างจวนละมาดรีกันงาผู้รวยเปอร์เชียร์งากันง่ายชนะอะไรต่อต้นเราไม่รู้จุกันโซ่ถอยมากันโซ่ถอยนะกันหอมมาจุกันขวดหลอกเจ้าโซ่แค่เราจุนักกินกันโซ่ดูว่าอันนี้ดีกันรู้นะกันซิลไลบิ๊กตะกินหรือปะหัวขาชุดแรกเองมันเริ่มเปลๆที่ตั้งแต่เห็นตัวนะบางทีกันโซ่เป็นมาจะหัวดูเรื่องนะดีขากันสวยดูนี่และตัวไหนยันที่แต่ยังไม่ลงตัวนะกันมาที่ใครซอยเวลาa small token of appreciation to Subara. Yeah, yes. Comes in so that they are going to take photographs. Okay, and so yeah, this one. This is for you. So yeah, this is on there. All right. Now Purozama Chongtu, come, please. And so both of them, and so two packets are here, and so inside, and so this is for both of them. Okay? All right. Think we need console can do let we don't need another who to.
Don't come to rule. Come to do paper pati tur hi dengan mau harus nak bangin hinon lebat lepas siar tur pakat oma cucu si mana ruaya government resort police librarian ya ni ya macam tak kira orang siar nak apa paper hi the introduction of Mizo alphabet and its properties with especially reference to Mizoram, an overview ini emi hi ngainom taka siar sri burin ama tubaran roya hi lo somal mai u
invites the ulat kabe barhi stage in advocacy alphabet evolutional history ka genesis ka karne lawa kartia chuta chuarin abu abe bakhan no baru ko ko de so ma ko ko ni da su lawa stage wala chuan tom hat pa tu na khana ta se mai kan brief to chuan stage ni na hian drama within Russian to Sahasian ka ani le anga chumi zo chuan bisuga rete lo chuak ka ani chokta kham hong kha amak sia chu kum som dan fit khan ai na ta amak pe ang ke me chu kha akal so da kha tom hat pa hui na khan sa khazra som sani pali khan apa is to zumi du kum so ma brahmo sabha khan apa is te tani brahmo sabha khan zumi du wa chuan du bo ga kum so chia da chu ke khan chu ni ka chier angai ni alphabet te bo hi asiam bizon ma hasta na alphabet hi a history khadam ri vela ma masa ngalali symbol mga census te seal te mga akal sokana te po he history chu par kal lai da yen ya chu ba imunal ka ko kha alphabet symbol ta han contribution ni chu ba chu khami bilu sum ka thero ka 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 an samakta ahan ko ko so har khumi udira bi kam print ni da tin te right te kanana te ko ka ni an so ko ta kamu kali kecil lewo. Kita ikut semua alphabet is necessary to mention first to make clear to readers' mind. The alphabet system was started in ancient Egypt in 2070 BC. Egyptian writing has set some 22 hieroglyphs to represent syllables that began with single consonants of their language. Class of well to be supplied by native speaker. These glyphs were used as pronunciation guides and logograms to write grammatical inflection letter transcribed along words of foreign names. In the Middle Bronze Age, apparently alphabetic system known as the Proto-Sinaitic script is that some stuff to have been developed in Central Egypt around 1700 BCE by a Semitic worker for this church. But only one of these early writings has been deciphered, and their exact nature remains open to interpretation. Based on later appearance of them is believed based on Egyptian hieroglyphs. Phoenicians were the first major phenomenon script, in contrast to widely used writing systems as the clay form of Egyptian hieroglyphs. It contained only about 2 dozen of distinct letters, 22 letters only at the original Egyptian, making this script sample enough common traders to learn. This script was script by Phoenician whose philosophy kat duit kuya an mandi territorial juris na an patkanida. Although the script to spread across the Mediterranean Sea, the Greek do later sound X's and Greek and change them to represent the vowel. This makes the creation of a true alphabet. Kami a vowel sound, a consonant sound, and alphabet will be the Greek alphabet was originally written from right to left. Right to left, the Greek alphabet was originally written from right to left, but eventually changed, goes to fitul. Bom kalai angin dinglama tangin veilama tangin dinglama kala topin and siamdan to a history. Look at that. By the 15th century, the direct sonorization was used it from left to right. 5th century BC dinglama tangasiata veilama toka and not fulfill that. So, Mizo alphabet allows for that too. Mizo alphabet, we are going to express the evolution of alphabet Mizoram. The state papers, even though different script writers are there among the Anglo-Indian in British regime, Mizo script is yet come to come. So that's one stage to focus on. Before the advent of the British, in 1871. Where Sister Lala life Mizo tribes did not have some written records as they had no script of their own. The verbal language and some signs are the only means of communication. Thomas Harbert Lewin was the first premier who had reduced writing in Mizo language to see the folk tales by adopting Sir William Jones, a system of manuscript which had been who has been true, adopted by the earlier writers in Southeast Asia. Kami, Tom Harbert Lewin na agam mansia Roman script ha. Southeast Asia alam man pin. Sir William Jones go to a the first publication which can know is progressive political exercise inside dialect. That's in down. Thomas Harbert Lewin the author of this compilation is to study in Mizo language with giving a grammar types of some 9 exercises of vocabulary for teachings of Mizo language. The grammar and exercise of vocabulary is quite good for initiating to study of Mizo language conversation for who already know the English alphabet. English alphabet lonely to Satan because he is doing English literature extracting from 26 letters. English alphabet I have 26 letters only. That's what Allah spoke properly. By giving a sign using English adjusting sounds of Mizo vocal chord to the language such as a like having Tom Harbert Lewin na Mizo to the language will dura arigesia kata hitu nakina di tempat pujangan itu dengan bukan di sound te asal kata yang hang koi bo emema hey do not sem kanti ang dia dengan palat anti damjung a soft light ta han lebet sauda ka about le yan initial kanti te Jim kan ite nam zum kan ite kauta kami form cia ka alam thangta nam zum ti te po khalin nang lo kha ti kha da fula chung kan ta da wa kami system cia ka apoi mo du ka Brahmaputra ke ama chuin en chuan sang po ti te po ki sang po ti is amang ni chu sang is sia lo man ta nia chi bang chuan kakal to sin antihan SHIN yang mga lazai sin de kan ni chun SHIN man tu cuma so kami a form kada dok lo kapoi a lo kim de mai de 100% chuan cuma chuan khlai se khan de po kha kan se chu cha in ko fia explanatory no like o hi apanga so mizo a Bia kan mantu chuan combination letter pathum asia ma chu asia pon ni chu lo hi English atama ang lo mizo a Mizo trung hồng pan khan ya mizo trung sina kana ron mang ngala o ani tani so ani ta ing ani ta he kok ani kan sang ka chowa de han chocolate o a han o buat stin ada a ing hi ani kan to han bang lam yang khan ta ta ya Thomas Lewin prepare na exercise ka chu sia ko a explanatory note a hian particular term was given with giving an example with a clear indications of a similar use within the same word by giving prefix or suffix. Kan ka alo execute everywhere. I kan ta first person. Ka anita I go kakal Juan ui plural form. Ka di ko kan plus n nan tadi. Plural form siap ta saya. Ka di ka plus n Juan kan plural form. Kan kal second person singular n ada ya. I dia kan I plus n in kal kan English kesa Mizo lu hau kan hanson hansonan they plural and they go kal interrogation prefix assume that kan it is high asang is it high di aja kan sang akan question tag answer like tadi asang in question tag supply saya kang ka fit all you are well atha are you well pitha mo question ba chuan helai hian kas kalau soi kha to sang di sa di sia an man dan kha chin duin kan ke te hian tu la chuan CHIN DVWIN kan ta an ni chuan TACIUN kan ta chin duin chakma to TSAGNA chakma. On this phonetic chord, the tongue close, soft palate, and just begin to open the sound, come out with your E sound. We are pronouncing like patient potential positive reflective sound T. On the other hand, this spelling and sound of the transcribing language is not appropriate. This is because this is the T and copy from non-Mizo or Bengali who used to speak corrupted pronunciation of Mizo language, ordinarily from the frontier of Bengal. The transcribing spelling of sound, like the sounds of non-Bengali who can speak Mizo, may be one of the evidence of its corrupted pronunciation of Mizo against the ear of native Mizo size, Mizo people. What was it? And finally, liu in the kind corrupted pronunciation of adoption as you people the kind Mizo from Hatak and the farm and things so. Till Tardia farm can't lie to say here home can correction and see him the one liu is yet another Gaya. I am the Gaima and the Oima and the Tata. Why ona corrupted pronunciation of Ankan as you are Nama. Numma adia good atha katika ta di na siya ta chuan zo di bo hi di se o zo adilom zo ma se appropriate to zo and tani there are some kinds of fallacy deceptive of the writing from which it is inherited which is the Bengali during this time. There was no scholar of among the native to make correction of this corrupted pronunciation, which written language is the new things for majority which they have much confidence lies, even though it is the old language. This within the dictionary of Joe English vocabulary 1,250 words English vocabulary. 1,100 number. Mizo conversation asiyang song ha anh ta hay chơi chơi cái in cái à in tôi là sẽ sản khăn ở phía đó lâu lúc anh nó có ai là behind the scene phim khăn rồi reflect cái rồi reflect được thế là ngã những ngày đó những ngày đó ta gọi số stage 2 ở hết tận cao đón ta som apa please to do khan di sahaya ni Brazana sahaya medical superintendent dia medical officer dia kami khan som sia te grammar se chi athan tu ga u ma le ta ni silza ta sa ga ina line pa mit an boy kui su han ni su zo ram do khan fa khan masa nga kita kung matangin bisa naman na duduk kita foreign na kota sa po yan po kakanya kakaantum fe masa selain fana kan grammar dan tak sarap kali kalau boleh sesat ni kan kakak sejarah anu kacu hidup pun bayar ta kakak bayar kacu buang dictionary ni lo eflan the will kan len foi kan ula nuwa kan anh riêng đã sản xuất lên bài hát gì cả, liu là hình là nari cả toàn thuộc anh sẽ không được anh làm cả, in toàn. Tại hiện he grammar hi, what thu nhập thêm ta, orthology, orthography anh em có khả năng cho chút chút tập hợp quan trọng là gì, what thu là etymology, etymology là trend ta nào là rất tìm numeral. Pronouns, verb, preposition, conjunction, interpretation, prefix, suffix. Part 3 syntactic, less semantic verb. H Chuan appendix khan isai bukla song kha sir tu khan an ta beta trai khanin la khan an sekta la chhang ka sei kui sai te nge te sai te ra te sai te dong ma pa sai chong tu ma sai sedai zai anh em đi sedai zai dia siapa asal tu dai dia kalau siap ha English acuan apa short pergi chỉ cái bộ short pergi trong han apa o ai o apa tu panggil sedai zai ini siapa tapi poin dia tu alai dia tu ta masih anun lain kan sedai zai itu lebih betul kan pronouns as also sharp ka mo da lang sai te khang pe kha khang ro che ka wo da lang sai ya all the readers mind it might help that how the Mizo Manuscript can know the meaning of song in their society on the contemporary around 1884. It may be given assumption that the Messiah expression was launched in 1872, and from that influence, expedition technology जो भी get the view. Expedition था सांस्कृतिक संसारिक पत्नियां में जिस अल्लाह ने बनी फां खानदार तो खान अनथाउफेल लेंगे ये माया देखो खान लाया तम खानदार तो लांसाई खान लोग देखते हो जुआन है ना क्या ये रुकना हम लोग तो दोनों as we know that from the publication process nasaha the prevalence of the contemporary songs are name visa trong chân sa
khắc tu la anh nghe nhiều
cái khác biệt là cái name visa
thì về đây cũng vậy
ya anh yang khan anh dia hi đó nó reflect thì cái là attempt to reflect cái cái này ya ni lên dài đây chú cái này ya hay đây chú bắt thối dài, mà bắt thối dài khác bắt thái dài thì nó sẽ là khác áp dụng nó sẽ tùy thì lớn mà khiếm ôi dài thì có khiếm ải dài thì nó sẽ là các khiếm ôi anh về thắt anh dùng lại rồi khan o là represent cái gì khác khan khan o represent cái là mình khiếm ôi dài cái gì thế này buzai dia pokok zai ai kan ka pangai zai dia kata pangai na sa di in ke chun kata pangai zai marzaya khan Mizo is the nomenclature of the different ethnic groups of the inhabitants of between Myanmar and India. Even Paris now, the tribe under the Mizo, Marzai was also known as the south-western Mizoram. In Mizoram, ordinary the clan inhabited are scattered in the northeastern Mizoram, around the boundary of Manipur, such as the Triplaza, to Laya, Marka, and Bangladesh. So, no one part like that, and create the Bangladesh. Marco, hate that. So, no matter hate the dan sang data kita ko mapai kira kin kan tu lo kan lo ta ba zon kan ta an ka sa ka ka ko sa ka pa ani ta tu na sun he ta ta ha no ta ma ke lo na ai ban ta ma te no jo ba tu na an ke te ko tu ma khang kha helaya ta chang te billion na su kan to tu ko kan ta ina ada ta in lung lo kamal lo ve that one cuma enzim lo len tenu intan asilung kamal tahe atia tai ko zan wini dia atwal lenu lal dang khafam kwa amoy lo lal dang khafam naw ang kan tala in kan sial lam da mual aliam tahe sial lam di ko pa kalau yang liwina lo foto lo adopto siapa yang kan SHEL aman kan dipthong kan dongan yang ni yang dalam language yang kan so ini kalai alam dah bukan akhir sana ni sebabin for ini hey siapa yang itu boleh SIL kan kata siapa yang H sao thế thì rất là phản ứng siêu thì khác H đã đi ăn thở lỗ ốp thì các điểm chi hồ vì thế là giải xin cái hành thì cái chốn xin thì cái chốn SIN thì không đạt tới là cái câu này có xin hành thì hành chốn SHIN khác vì thế kram thì là ví dụ nó khác ảo sập khá là rất cái điểm chung asai thum na kan kalanga asai thum na ya chuanin missionary lo chua kanya kata saha ana siapa jana kumso siapa bukan anon chuanga asai thum na the first day the comings of missionary and work in the education at last in 1894 James Harvard Lorraine and Mr. Savage, the two missionaries of Arlington came out. They settled in Tangpunga Valley. This place is now known as Macdonald Hills. They had attempted translation and some stanza of the Bible. Before they came out, these two missionaries had already served in the first two education centers, and they could speak clearly with the native. This made a brother between them. Allah swap ví dụ lúc này về thầy nó rất mình náo tập khẩn chứ còn chuyện ăn communication khác thì ví dụ anh em việc thầy phải phiền anh em và anh em đúng là in the concept we phải in 1898 after having been transferred to southern Mizoram he had done compilation of research to the book of research so đúng lên trong số about his story. The missionary was under the responsibility of the government of Assam. Khatia thang lai hun kha tu lai and ring to the country ma and takial the se ka picture. The ring to the country fa and missionary ho thil ti kha nam ne la hun kan soi fo kan soi le na a pioneer structure kan kan ta ko da bu bu atan alphabet min siam kan ti tu ru ma ale khatia ho zo zo khen soi ti ko kha kha a thiam lo ho zo bu bu atan min siam ni an ti ve to na chứ còn cho nên reduce writing kan ti mai te kha English alphabet so ni ko ni khan point no point do he ta sa ni so so ko ni ve la lo le ya an so ma kum so ru ba te ram chala te chut ta ro da lo che kai to chứ thì lại cho nên kan mi so na le ti kan fa lu to ko ni te chứ còn cho alphabet thì mình sẽ ko ni da alphabet siam tu chu kha ai to ko an na system an na system đúng mà cái dân là không phạt được, chứ còn chuyện này thì mình đang thúc đẩy, chứ có thể hiện như là cái này là cho nên các thứ được cô anh cũng chua khi thì ai sẽ tiếp tục tất cả cái việc này thì cái hàng này nó tiếp tục cái cô đi In review of the regarding history of Mizo literature, some people too much mention about the missionary work well done, without mentioning the earlier work done before them. And some ideas of this common people may be erroneous from the history of Mizo literature because it deserves to highlight few statements. No talk, I don't look at the Sri Lanka. History to other effect. History reflects on the research cut on so the time is here, me and Trong got swap cake. And in Lota verbatim that me Trong Kange at a research let that to verbatim here so 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 be very political platform at the moment. So the society remote in Amato Kameka journalism that swap up my history research sort than from private to the the first group on earth is doing and contribution were very important valuable source of the true missionaries as they had set footstep in 1892 when they were seeking to enter recitals. According to the letter of J.S. Lawrence to T.S. Lewin on 25 April 1899. Kailan misom ni pangai April sangkat saya songko kan. Ama bubuang ay kan. Lewin na nalompo sa ile apa uman. Tatharin akhil an alle kabuka atram kai puina saksiatu. Aseta an alo wasa hoki. Tis Lewin po kanin. Natif ho bizo ho takilan man ke tuin alle ko kana alo. Kita acceptance kan share of that individual. It was here we come across some books on the Lusai language written by him. During our stay in Qatar, we had come across your vocabulary and folklore, and this we learned by heart. We also got some help from a little book published by the native doctors of Rankamati. Like they had what's all of that. These two grammar books were kept by them, whereas before they could get to enter in Mizoram. Waiting in a line permit from Qatar, Deputy Commissioner Mr. W. Watts, they had enough good time, almost 2 years, to study all available books and documents about the language of Mizo. As soon as they entered in Mizoram, they could speak fluently with the native. J. Harvard Lorraine remarks like this: we built our house about a bell from Mizo, between two side lakes, and set about learning the language in real earnest. From the time when they began to speak fluently, the people look upon us as a member of their own community, and we become fast friends with us. As they already knew about the language, they could open school in 1st April 1904. School to Pokaan on Malaysia kahan may tulad nila. Injil sa bahay na gutsuan. Asal to school to Pokaan kung mafia. There are some other. Sang katyahi sang kazare sumko bali turun sesual ni kaklaya. Sang kazare sumko bali ni. Isu patu. Kati songka anian cuan sikulan hon depo ka adik kat cuan. Mizoram ka excluded area nya British na lu halmel tin thalak te proceeding te pamphlet te sabu te engmo se teaching pamphlet le ran ka ken lu halan lo ta ni permission under permission na lang tu malu thelawa in Shakespeare asoi dan chuan pu buang ate ka chaplay in lai kan dia but rare ati chuka anni Shakespeare khan but rare ni chaplay na kan pe kan ni ti na soya anma ni phal le lo kha chaplay anga military contingency ngal ang tu khan Shakespeare chu soya chuan chuan sikul kha anma ni du thu ho the lo na chuan research laboratory permission fek kha mai da khang zet kha thil kha alo ni a kan suan them lo chun na ken jo chia che na document hai chok je la ma British at po British bibliography at po tam ta ko ma kan kha tin sa hai so ma si ba so ne en lai chu kan kha e thil ka mai da le ka ron bu da ni kan play a en lo nge ngai da ni pe ni kha
siam siam lo ni ma ya alo mo me ro ya atia paper ni asam tong takin a technical reo har sa pe mo ya mi na kan ngai tua lem lo le thuna mo har sa ani wangin sa chu wang chuan sui sui ba bo hi all sam don lo ba amai ro chu sui sui du nei kan om thobi na rin oma chu mi ta tan chu ong ching la lai hi ya ama zo ke du te ka ro chuan chu mo na tan chuan mo ro ya Indonesia tu orang Malaysia, kilai baik ini anu original lesson dia. Jadi lama tuan siapa ni? Jadi yang tuan sahaja kan, saya tu sesuatu metode tadi kan tak kan alam fikir, dia bukan dalam.
，CSOP 的那些啥，它直接出来是一体化啥。
paper siya tura kan som lai hian phur te win min changa khari mat bo khalo frim mani chu busy ka ti kop maya wena hun thata librarian kania Mizo college librarian dang ko ti he dan engangi nge na tho ke ki te ka ngai to pa ama pu roi hi khang thila lo mai to pia wa ka lo mun te ni ka kan soi dwa enge mohan correct ngai ne khau ma he paper te hi Ronen non lese trying keringa ma po yan chu nakina final paper kha la chwa tura kan du do na ba mi tu na sai sui na tanga ti ti ngai te kan ti khang turin kan ni du ni le I congratulate this Mr. C. Vanlal Boya, who is a librarian, okay, librarian in the government Mizo College for writing this kind of paper. And so there, you know, we need some corrections to be made in some of the pages, and so that will be corrected. And I hope, and so we will include this particular paper as well for publication. Tomorrow, we will continue our seminar at MZU Guest House. MZU Guest House. Tomorrow is going to be a little, there will be a little, confusion, in a sense that student union elections is going to happen tomorrow in Mizoram University campus. In spite of all that, we cannot just cancel our programs, okay? And so that is why we will start at 10:30 at MZU Guest House Conference Hall, and so we will try to manage, and so papers are there, and so those papers will be presented, and so discussions will be there. Let's hope we will try to have even the projector also tomorrow. Projector also. Okay, and so we'll try to have it. And so Pudar Clay of course will come, I know, and then Subara also will come, I know. Good. And so we will have a good discussion tomorrow, continue, and so you know that those papers will be. Then Vice Chancellors of Mizoram University will come at the beginning, and then the Dean of School of Education and Humanities also will be there, and so that will be another set of dignitaries will come tomorrow. And the next day, for your kind information, next day we are going to have there in Trambana College Golden Hall. And so that will be, we will have an open discussion of Mizo language and literature. There, I want to invite those people, who are not coming today, and so to participate on the third day, so that more inclusive, or so to say more freer, and so we can just have a discussion there and interactions, and so a kind of debate also we may have it, because we are going to discuss something about inclusive Jew, age schedule in the Indian Constitution.